Hello, everyone, and welcome to this work coffee session. So, just a couple things to keep in mind. Turn off your microphone. Feel free to type your questions in the chat box, and we'll take 5 minutes to answer your questions at the end of the work coffee session. Okay, so let's start. Once again, thank you all for joining us in this War Coffee session. We've been in touch with each one of you to better understand your market and see how we can help for the best of your interests. So we wanted to thank you for your continued support and your confidence in Kunak Solution by sharing on Premiere our latest developments and improvements. So let's go to the chase. What's new in Kunak? First, we'll be presenting the new improvements in data performance. Following that, we'll be introducing the new Kunak Cloud features and services. Then, we'll be presenting the much awaited version, a small version of Kunak series. And last but not least, we'll be showing a quotation sample with estimated prices for 2022. So now I'm pleased to give the floor to our scientific director, Edurne Ibarrola, who will be sharing with you our latest improvements and future developments in terms of sensor performance.
Thank you very much, Claudia, for your nice introduction. So, today I am gonna present you the research and develop a roadmap for this upcoming year. Well, you already know that we have launched a new firmware version from the particle sensors, which have carried out so many improvements. I will let you know now in the next slides. Then we are working in a new CO2 sensor that it will be launched in next month during May. And at the same time, we are working as well in some improvements in the gas sensors, such as the auto span correction for the sensitivity loss that the electronical sensor are suffering, as well as the effect of humidity transients in gas sensors that we will launch in December. And at the same time, we have been asking from new sensors of methane, so we are working on this to integrate these new cartridges into our Kunak Care series. So we will be working with this in the next few months. So regarding these particle sensors improvements, we have a new report in which you can see all the results in this study, in which we were comparing this new design and new corrections algorithms in the particle sensors in 2 different locations. And the results are that we wanted to comply the data quality objectives of indicative measurements, and we see an excellent field performance in all the particle size, not only in PM1, PM2, and PM10, but also we add parameters of PM4, total suspended particles, and total particle counters. We improve as well our humidity algorithm correction, and we saw that this effect of the humidity in the particle sensors is perfectly corrected. And we tried as well in extreme cold temperatures in which no effect is shown on the measurements. So we have proved a comparable performance to equivalent instruments, specifically to Palas FIDAS. Regarding the gas sensors improvements for this year, we are working currently in improving this humidity transients effect that some electrochemical sensors are suffering. You can see there an example. With humidity transient, I mean when the humidity changes really fast in a very short period, it has a significant impact in the gas sensors, and we are trying to mitigate this impact on the sensors to improve the data measurement. And as well, we are working in an automatic span correction when we don't have any availability to calibrate our gas sensors against reference data to reduce the error that the gas sensors are suffering. So we will apply a new automatic span correction to mitigate or to reduce this sensitivity drift on the electrochemical sensors. And last but not least, we are working as well into new sensors. Regarding CO2 sensors, we are working currently with one sensor, but it's only working until 0 degrees. So we have integrate a new CO2 sensor that it's going to be launched in May, which works in any environmental condition, covering as well under 0 Celsius degree temperature range and the whole humidity range. Besides, these CO2 sensors has a lower variability between them and an increased accuracy. And regarding the methane sensors, we are starting now testing some of them. They will be infrared sensors, but at high concentrations. They are not recommended for climate change applications. And I show you there some applications, most of them industry and agricultural applications. And it's the main purpose for this new sensor. So yeah, thank you. This is all for my side, and I let Claudia to explain you the next slides.
Thank you, Durne. It was very insightful information provided. So thank you. Look forward to all these interesting improvements, right? So if you should have questions, please remember to leave them in the chat box. And at the end of the session, we'll try to give a proper answer for you. As promised, here is the official Kunak Cloud 2.0. It will be available the next month with the new product. As you know, the software is a platform specialized in air quality data that delivers environmental info, very useful to help professionals to make better decisions. It's a secure, bidirectional, flexible, and powerful tool that perfectly complements the Kunak series. I also wanted to remind the different functionalities that provide, such as the control panel to monitor the status of your devices, the Equilayer that offers a complete opener suite for you to work with your clients, the multi-parametric analysis to check continuously the data readings, the computerized maintenance management system that facilitates the remote maintenance of your devices by offering automatic supervision, for example. The data validation that allows cleaning the data collected to obtain reliable info, as well as the customized and automatic reports to share with your customers, agencies, municipalities, among other important customers for you. Among other system valuable features. Nevertheless, we have concentrated important efforts to place at your disposal advanced air quality tools and additional services. So let's take a look at the new features in the following short video. In first place, we wanted to show you the pollution process characterization tools. This type of tools makes possible the detection of any pollution source by plotting pollution process directly on the map. Following that, in the video was shown the leakage detection graph. It is really useful when involved leakage or escape on industry applications. Then we were going to observe the hotspots identification. These are plot heat maps useful to identify hotspots over a specific area or to know the patterns of the hotspots over the time. And finally, at the end of the video, we were going to show the particle size distribution as part of a new particle size analysis tool that includes size distribution, graph per mass, and per counts. So on another note, regarding the other services available at Kunak Cloud, is it possible to share collated data, for example, via API REST or export it in CXV or TXT? The data integration is also possible by importing data from third parties, such as reference stations or municipalities, and create public websites or widgets to share air quality data with stakeholders. These are two real examples. This is with the project with Albacete in Spain, and this is with a project with a municipality in India. Okay. At the end of the session, we can provide a more detailed information about those projects if you are interested. So now, as a result of making simple and comprehensive software packages choice, we have tailored the different services according to the standard market needs. Having said that, now you just have to choose one per device or 4 cloud licenses. The first one is the started. If your client just need to visualize the data and configure these devices while we operate other activities, you just need to choose the starter. The second one is a starter plus operation. If your clients, apart from visualizing data, need to operate to maintain and to keep the track of the devices remotely, then this second option is the perfect alternative. Then we have the third one, the starter and analytics. This is for if your clients are interested in getting advanced data without losing traceability of its devices. And the fourth one is the full. I mean, you will have the starter, the operation, and the analytics in node one. If your client needs to run all the services at the same time and obtain the highest quality data with a significant additional account for all partners. And having that in mind, I would like you to remind how to configure the software pack, because we are aware that there will be or there has been some concerns about how to do that. So having that in mind, you just have to follow the next steps to configure your software pack. So in the first place, you just have to get your role admin account. In the previous price list, you need to pick up or to choose several accounts. Now you just have to pick up one, the admin. And then in the second step, we have choose one of the 4 services packages available that I told you before. And the third one, if needed, because this is an extra services, you can add additional users to choose from expert or viewer. And the fourth one is to log into the Kunak Cloud and enjoy the Kunak experience. Okay, now it's time for a launch. So the countdown, 3, 2, 1, and ladies and gentlemen, let us share with you the Kunak Elite, the compact air quality station for hyperlocal monitoring. After perceiving an increasing demand of compact and cost-effective solution for industry applications and massive deployments in city, we have designed the Kunak Air Lite since we were aware that Kunak Air Pro might be oversized for applications requiring just 1 to 2 gases and particles. So the new solution addresses this issue under the same principles of the Kunak Air Pro: accuracy, reliability, and problem-solving low-cost sensors. In addition, Lite has been designed especially for harsh environments on industry applications and easy integration in city massive deployments. We have targeted the following applications according to the market needs, but we understand that those needs may be different for your markets, obviously, right? Where we will be needing your help to identify them and position us as the best industry-grade design station. So the main applications we have identified are industrial fence monitoring, fence line monitoring, massive deployments, city liquids detection, wastewater management, landfill monitoring, environmental health and safety, and building automation. As I said before, Kunak Air Lite share the same principles as the Kunak Air Pro, but there are a few differences between them. So the following comparative table will illustrate you better those specific differences. In first place, Kunak Air Pro can monitor up to 5 gases at the same time, and the Air Lite up to 2, plus particulate matter and environmental sensors. Regarding the particulate matter, the sensor of Kunak Air Pro can monitor PM1, PM2.5, PM4, PM10, total suspended particles, and total particle counter. Calculated, all of them assuming a particle density profile, and its measurements are comparable to a pulse Vidas equivalent instruments. This is found in our collocation field study that we shared with you like a month ago. While the PM sensor for the Air Lite just can monitor the PM1 and PM2.5 accurately, but the expected error for the PM10 measurement is higher in presence of coarse particles. Well, now regarding the external probes, Kunak Pro has 2 slots and the Lite just 1. Yeah. And regarding the power packs, will differ since the Air Pro needs 12 watts with a 9-cell battery, but the Air Lite will need 6 watts and 7-cell battery. This is for the solar panel. This is for the solar panel and the battery itself. And where I believe there is a significant difference in pricing is in pricing, because the hardware retail price for 2 gases and PM plus solar panel is 6,500 for the Air Pro and 4,200 for the Air Lite. This is at least or more than 30% cheaper than the Air Pro. Software fee will depend on the one of the 4 cloud services described before, but will be practically the same. And finally, some application per devices. Air Pro, for example, will be perfect for orders, ports and imports, reference compliance, and the Air Lite for industry mailing, environmental health and safety, liquid detection, massive deployment cities, among others. Lastly, we have the following quotation sample for you, because we wanted to help you to better understand our offer. in order to provide the best guidance in your commercial activities. So this is the sample. A leading environmental engineering company contacts you for a project in a terminal port. They have requested 5 small air quality stations to monitor only PM, NO2, O3, and wind with cellular comms and solar panels. The devices will be connected to the Kunak Cloud with access to an admin and an additional user with visualization only to configure, and operate remotely the units. In addition, it will be needing a public air quality platform to display the data and 1-hour training course for remote calibration. So to prepare the quotation easy and properly, you just need to identify the part numbers. The part number list facilitated on the catalog and follow the order. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, etc. In this contest, I have chosen the new reference for Kunak Elite because the sample said that they needed a small station for the basic station and the power pack only, while the rest of the part numbers remain the same as quoting a normal Kunak Pro. So it's important to mention that we will be sharing providing the new price list in the following days of this session, where are described per section, the current and the new items available. So you just have to check the remarks per each reference that I think they are pretty clear for you. So this is the sample of our quotation sample. And to wrap up things, this is how the catalog looks like, or new catalog. And these are the new sections available for your reference. I tried to register all the new pages that has been included in the document. And at the end of the presentation, of course, we'll be sharing the new catalog with you all. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. Well, dear partners, we have run out of time. It has been a pleasure to share with you another business-oriented session. Hope you have found it really insightful and fruitful. So for further assistance, do not hesitate to contact our support team. Some of you know them, and see you soon.
Thank you. That was brilliant. Thank you.
Thanks to you. Bye.